If you are currently leveling up your Django skills with this tutorial, just to let you know, this tutorial is part of a free YouTube playlist, Django Database Structural Testing, where we learn how to set up and utilize Pytest for database structural testing within Django projects. If you like this tutorial and playlist, then also check out our Django Database ORM Mastery course on Udemy. The link to the course and playlist should be found in the video description. Now that we have Pytest installed, you might like to make some customizations. There are various approaches. We're going to be creating a pytest.ini file, which is a configuration file used to create various customizations for Pytest. So this is going to allow us to customize various aspects on how Pytest runs our tests. It's going to provide flexibility and control over the testing process. Back in our project folder, let's go ahead and add a pytest.ini file. So typically that's going to be in our root directory. So pytest.ini. Now, if you're not familiar with ini files, ini stands for initialization file. So this is a plain text file used for storing configuration settings for various software applications and operating systems. So these settings often dictate how the program or system should behave at the startup or during operation. ini files typically follow basic structures consisting of sections and key value pairs. So sections are typically enclosed in square brackets. So we'll start with that, square brackets, and then Pytest. If you need to, and it's always recommended to make comments in your ini file, you can do with the semicolon, and that should then allow you to create a single line comment. Now, by default, Pytest identifies and runs test functions that follow specific naming conventions. These conventions help Pytest automatically discover and execute tests without requiring additional configuration. So here are some of the rules or default rules of Pytest. Pytest is going to look for files that match the pattern test underscore and then a name. So if we were to create a new file here, test underscore, and then let's just give it a name, .py, Pytest is going to find this file because it follows the default naming conventions for files, and then it's going to look inside of this file for any tests. So Pytest will look for functions or classes or methods with specific names. So if we're going to create a test, then we need to follow the, in this case, test function name convention, which requires